Hello beautiful Gluebookers. I have a fun thrift haul for you today, and this one's from a place that feels like treasure hunting with a twist. It's not your typical thrift shop. It's part art supply store, part recycling center, and part creative playground. And I can't wait to show you what I brought home. This shop collects leftover materials from local businesses, things that would normally end up in the trash. Instead, they put them out on the shelves for anyone to use creatively. You can grab a basket or cart and pay a fixed price for whatever fits in it. Schools, artists, crafters, people like me come here to give these materials a second life, and a lot of it is still brand new. I am Deborah, welcome back to the collage table. It's now time to fill my basket. Okay, let's see, what will I get first? I spy something that looks like a beautiful old calendar. Yes, don't think about it, just put it in the basket. Ta-da! We'll get back into the store in just a little bit, but I wanted to show you the final haul that I filled my basket with. So I got cards, and there's maps, envelopes. I have these, and this one, two pretty tins filled with more treasures. I got some haberdashery. Yes, you will see what's in it later. I got some magazines, and then there's this very special piece all the way on the bottom that I will show you at the end. Here I'm going through a basket with cards and some other things like this, and maps like this one. Let's take it. Everything in this store is sort of sorted, but you never know what you might find where. I can never resist cute of pretty postcards, so let's see. Flowers. Get well soon. Here, these pretty lips. Yes, please. They definitely go into my basket. Here, all these drawers. You can just pull them open and they will reveal treasure. Each drawer is labeled. This one said sticker, so I had to pull it open. I think last time I was here, this was the postcard drawer. Look, made with love. I like this. These would be nice to end my glue books with. And this. Okay, I'm not going to be greedy. I don't need everything. I do want these stickers though. Let's see, this one, this package is different, but there are some that are the same. I will leave some for the next shoppers. I'm planning to make some journals from old envelopes, so I will look into these drawers. But first, what is this? These are some cool looking decals. And this, I was looking for this. Yes, I needed some extra file folders, so taking these. Okay, back to the haul. So these are the postcards I just pulled out of the basket you just saw. It's not as many as I got there last time, but I think these are pretty. Look, yes, the birds are gorgeous. And then these are paper flowers to DIY with Christmassy packaging, but the flowers don't feel especially Christmas-like, so I can use them anytime. And then I found some maps. This one is of The Hague. It's a beautiful city. And look, it's also a beautiful map. I like to use maps as page backgrounds. So that is what this will end up as. And then I saw this, and I thought I was looking at the English Royal Guard when I saw it in the store. But now I see it's a map of Brugge. It's a city in Belgium. Brugge. Sounds funny. And then this one, this just caught my eye. I love this illustration. It's a map of a city in Sweden. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I'll leave that to the Swedish people here. So, did I explain it already? In the store you fill a basket and you'll pay €15 for the filled basket. And if you just have a few things, not a full basket, they won't charge you the full €15. So those were the envelopes I got. Stay tuned for a video coming up on how to make envelope journals. I will show you how to do that in another video. And these are just a few loose paper items I found and just threw in the basket. So that's the fun thing about paying per basket, pulling anything out that speaks to you. Like these little papers, this little doggy. Okay, so here are those stickers that you saw in the drawer. So I just took a few. No need to be greedy. I'm sharing the wealth with whomever comes next. But this was only one of, so I had to grab it. I'm looking for some more blue stuff for a book that's coming up, so I was really happy to find this. And these stamps, there were a lot of stamps in the store this time. I don't really use stamps, but now I'm thinking maybe I should. But this cactus stamp was just too cute to pass up. Back in the day I did some stamp making, you know, the carving the blocks, but never really got into using these kind of stamps. I will look for some more on my next trip to the shop. I think that will be fun. See what I can do with them in my glue books. Okay, these I found. These are wall stickers, but they can go on a wall. They can go into my glue book. Here are those purple purple rub-on decals. It says it came with a coloring book included, but that wasn't there. I like the decals, so I don't care. These are some other decals, those rub-on. Homeschooling where your pets are your peers. Okay, so I took 2 of these. It says fun is strictly transferable, so I'm gonna share one of these sheets, so I'm transferring the fun, I guess. Okay, and these are the handmade with love stickers. There were many of these stickers in the drawer, but I really don't need that many, so I left most of them behind. Do like them. This large Rotterdam flyer, I don't know, I like Rotterdam, and like I said, I was looking for blue things, so I put it in my basket. Okay, next here I have a stack of file folders that I can use for all my cutout scraps. This one I really like. I'm going to keep this smaller accordion folder on my desk so I can put all my cutouts in there at the end of each day that I haven't organized yet. And then all of these are just regular folders with all the different types of glue books I have going on at the same time right now. I really need to organize my clippings in a better way. So that means I need more folders. I like these type to store my full page images in. So happy with these. And then this is another accordion file folder that we saw in the video. The plastic is not the sturdiest, but for now it will work. Okay, let's go back to the store. I needed something to put some little finds in. Vintage tins. Hooray! I love those. So this is why I needed those tins, all these little labels, old clothing tags, and these, a whole box full of patches. There's so much to discover, really. You haven't even seen just a little bit of the store yet. There's so much different stuff that you can use in your arts and crafts and everything. So I just pulled a few of these tags put them in the tin. I won't go through them all one by one. There's just too many. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, that could be fun on certain spreads. And this, what is this? Hey, that's Holly Hobby from back in the day. Okay, putting that in the tin. Just another quick check if there's anything else. So just grabbing a few. Look, there's so much. Okay, so here's some haberdashery that I picked up on this trip. Let's see, where will I start? Okay, let's do this tin first. My son was with me on this trip and he discovered this huge box full of random puzzle pieces. So he filled this tin for me. At first he did it all the way up to the brim, but I told him I won't be needing that many. So he took some out and this is what we brought home. So I guess I will be using some puzzle pieces in my glue book soon. Okay, so that was not really haberdashery, but it's fun. Now I have this beautiful tin also, so let's look at these patches. I just took a couple. This one is interesting. It's sort of plastic and some parts are see-through, so that's fun. And this denim. Oh yeah, I was looking for numbers, but I'm not sure if I need this many 5s. But the image on the packaging is interesting. Like, see, it goes from one to the other, but not so much that I would really reconstruct it and use the image. I just had to check what it looked like. And then these look like dice. I like the colors. Then I have some little flowers, a pink apple. I can add these to my glue book somewhere. Okay, so this tin, you saw me fill this in the store. Let's take a bit of a closer look at what I ended up putting inside. I love vintage tins. And I love that they always have a small section of them in the store there. So there's a few more small patches in here. Like, see, this one is cute. Little cat, funny looking man. Some more. Okay, so I got a few more. Okay, this is cute. And then here are some more clothing labels. Vintage Levi Strauss. What else? Boca Loca. I don't know, but I like the lips on it. The 80s look of it. Ampersand. Gary Weber. I just randomly grabbed a bunch of these out of that bin at the store. Wonder Woman. Yes, I will glue that in one of my books. Let's see, the Bijenkorf, that's special. That's a fancy department store, and I had my first real job there when I was 15 in the makeup department. Okay, what else? Oh, here, look at this. These 80s color, Popformule, Peek en Kloppenburg. Wasn't that a music magazine as well, Popformule? Okay, let's just look at a few more. Club. What's this? Let's see. Oh, it's just laundry instructions. Okay, but that could be fun. And here, this is that fabric Holly Hobby cutout. Look how nice. It's very stretchy. It's from a t-shirt maybe. I could cover a book with it maybe. Okay, it's just some pretty. This is nice. Little piece of ribbon. Cora Camperman. Okay, you get the idea, right? Let's put all this back for now. So I can continue and show you all what else I found, because there's more. Okay, let's put this away here. This tube I grabbed at the cardboard section of the store because I had to have something to keep the treasure wrinkle free. I and my family, we love Paris, so when I saw just a small corner of this poster peeking out from a stack of random papers, I knew what it was. This is iconic. So me and my son picked it up for my husband. He has a notebook he loves with this same print on it. So now I just have to get a frame for it and I can hang it somewhere in our home. So this was nice to find a surprise for my husband. Okay, in the store again, I'm looking for paper pads. I need to practice filming on location so I can make more of these sort of videos. Let me know if you would like more thrifting videos. You know, thrift with me. Okay, so this is what I found there. I picked up this small coloring book for adults. Not sure if I will be coloring really, but I can see some uses for these images in my glue books. I will cut some of these out soon, maybe do a video in the future of different ways how to use coloring pages. That could be fun maybe. Then this book caught my eye. It's from the Stedelijk Museum, the City Museum. Eerste Hulp bij Design, First Aid for Design. It's interesting. It has some information and some pages that you can fill in like worksheets. But there's also some photos and images of great design in there. And this, look. And oh, these chairs. I have a thing for well-designed chairs. This one, oh, this is a classic. So I might keep the book as is for a while with my other design books, but I think I do want to use some of these images in my glue books. Okay, next up, this is the calendar that you saw earlier at the beginning of my video. It was the first thing that I put in the basket. Shanghai Beauties from 2009. All the images are from the early 20th century, Shanghai and Hong Kong. I think they are very beautiful. So now I just have to decide what to do with this calendar. I can cut out the images of all the ladies. So these are all the different images. And then glue those into my books. Or I'm thinking what I can also do is, it's a little different, but I could use the calendar as like a hanging glue book. What do you think? That might be very cool. I would glue book over the date pages and maybe add just a few clippings to the image sides too. And then I can hang the finished book on the wall. Let me know what you think I should do with it. I found just this one Floral Craft Sensations paper pad, scrapbooking paper with some extra loose paper scraps. I'm not complaining that it was just one, but often I find more of these paper pads there, but I'm happy with it, obviously, also since it's mostly pink papers that will find their way into my books, no problem. This was such a surprise find. Just the other day I was looking to buy a scrapbook, and here I find a vintage one with these cute little ice cream cutouts on the cover. It had just this one Christmas card glued inside. I can use that in my Christmas glue book. I wanted this to put some of my larger images in that I don't want to cut down to fit my smaller glue books. So happy. I might use it for portrait images too. I have one more big surprise at the end, but before that let me show the wheelbarrow filled with books and magazines you can take for free when you exit the store. Do I spot there a Harper's Bazaar? Yes please. And this, let's take that, and then I will leave those for someone else. Okay, so inside the store they often have magazines too, and you can put 5 magazines in your basket at no extra cost. More than that, from the bookcase you pay a little bit extra per magazine. So these are the magazines I chose, plus the free magazines. So I picked up this Berta sewing magazine. Not that I'm really sewing anymore, my last machine broke and I haven't replaced it yet. But there are lots of fashion images that I can use in my glue books. So I love these magazines to harvest people images. I want to get back to sewing, but my eyes getting worse. Okay, so this one is a promo magazines of Rituals Cosmetics. It's a Dutch brand. They used to have stores in the US too, but I'm not sure if they still do. But the magazine has lots of beautiful images and I can't wait to start cutting it up. Here's another Berta sewing magazine. This one has some Karl Lagerfeld patterns. And when I opened it, I recognized this image. So I already had this magazine before. But all these Lagerfeld images will go into my fashion glue book. Maybe you've seen the Karl Lagerfeld book in my book haul video. And these were the free magazines I took. I have this Home and Garden. Has some nice images, nothing too special, but it's nice. Nouveau is a woman's glossy magazine. I will be able to get a good amount of images from this one, I think. Yes, there's always some nice images in here. But then this, the cherry on top, the Harper's Bazaar magazine from March 2024. This is such a great glue book find, and for free. Somebody pinch me please. Look at this. Oh, and this one, this is so adorable. The whole page is cool. Obviously there are a lot of amazing fashion shots in here. Artsy. Look. Oh, it's a treasure. Pretty portraits. There's a lot of usable images here, so I'm very happy with all the magazines. Okay, now for the final find. I have to warn you, it is so big that it doesn't fit my setup here. It will bump my top camera off. So the recording will be a bit shaky since I have to handheld my camera while showing it to you. I'll do my best. Ta-da! It's a giant wallpaper book, full of samples of lovely kids' rooms wallpapers. So that is something I did have to pay a little bit extra for. These books go for €3.50, so still not a lot of money if you ask me. This children's wallpaper book is a Gluebooking goldmine. All these large swatches give me so much material to work with, whether I'm covering a whole page or just cutting out the details. Look how wonderful. All these whimsical children's patterns, they're so fun. And there's some decor photos in between the sections because the book has different themes. Look, these are the circus wallpapers. And then each design comes in different color schemes. Yes, look, some more cuteness. The theme is hanging in there with the sloth. This one is on darker and lighter papers. And it just keeps going. Look, it's so cute. Can you imagine that if on the wall? Let's see. Oh, here, this, what is this? Oh, deer. It says here, there's deer and bunnies. This is hide and seek with parrots in the jungle. There's so much great papers to work with. Look. Oh, dive into the ocean. These are all so wonderful and I can't wait to start using them. Although the first cut will be hard though, I cannot lie. Part of me just wants to keep and hoard this book like it is forever. But I am going to use it. I'm going to give it a second life. That's why it was in that store. Otherwise it would have been thrown away. And these patterns will make my glue book so much more playful and unique. Look at all these. If you want to watch more of my glue booking thrift hauls, check out my playlist. For now, thank you for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Till next time, bye.